You're watching Let's Chat.
We're back with a special guest that all of our gamers and arcade enthusiasts are going to love. Josh DeBonis, thank you so much for making the time to be here from BumbleBash 5. Thank you.
Happy to be here, Mary.
So tell me about, in case people aren't familiar with BumbleBash, give us a little bit of a refresher.
Sure, yeah. It's a festival of modern arcade games. It's here in Chattanooga, and it's this weekend, and it features, among other things, the World Championship of Killer Queen, which is a 10-player arcade game. There's people flying in from all over the country to compete, and it's going to be like just a fun party, but also a strong competition.
I love that. Tell me again, really, what Killer Queen is for people who aren't familiar.
Yeah, so it's a 10-player arcade strategy game.
Okay.
2 teams, 5 versus 5, and the game is very easy to get into. It's very simple. There's just a joystick and 1 button, but it's also very, very deep. This year we're actually celebrating our 10th birthday for Killer Queen, and there's some people playing that have been playing for a decade now, and they just keep getting better and better. And so I think that's the beauty of the game, is that it's like very simple to get into and approachable for anybody.
User-friendly.
Totally. But also it can be very deep and strategic for the right type of player.
That is so cool. Tell me, what is the modern arcade movement that we've been talking about?
Sure, yeah. So over the last 5 to 10 years, there's been this resurgence of arcade games that kind of have a different style and aesthetic, and that are really becoming very prominent in arcade bars, and newer types of venues that are highlighting arcade games. And Killer Queen is probably the most prominent of those games. But and we have, I think we have 8 Killer Queens at our event, and they're like really big arcade cabinets. But then we also have a number of other games that are kind of in this genre. Most of them are games that people aren't familiar with. And there's a few places around Chattanooga you can play them, but if you haven't happened to go to those particular arcades or bars, then these games are new, but they're all really exciting and approachable and fun.
So is this something that you would recommend to people who might not even have any gamer experience for Killer Queen or just the BumbleBash in general, or do you want them to come in with a little bit of knowledge of what's going on?
Sure. Oh yeah. I mean, this is really for anybody that's into games. And you don't need to know the games already. You can come and just play games, you can watch our championships, you can compete in tournaments, and you don't have to be good to compete. They're very casual tournaments, and there's players of all levels, and if you're new, you might get beat, but you'll still have a really good time.
Still have fun. That's all that matters. Is there some sort of certain age restriction?
No, it's all ages.
Okay, gotcha.
And we also have a band called Bit Brigade playing Saturday night that they accompany one of the players playing Super Mario World, and they play the music along with them. It's a rock band that plays with them. They're really good. I'm really excited to see their performance.
That is so exciting, and I mean that's such an iconic game as well, because every age group has played Super Mario at some point, whether it be Mario Kart or whatever. Tell me again where people can get the latest information and how they can go and take advantage of this event.
Sure, yeah. So all the information is at bumblebash.com. It's all weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's at Old Bailey Station in Rossville. And also, I noticed you had Chattanooga Comic-Con on here earlier.
Yes, yes.
We have a partnership with them, and if you have a badge for Comic-Con, it's half off for us and vice versa.
That is so cool. Josh, thank you so much for making the time to be here. We will be putting all the information on our social media channels as well. But again, go visit them. Go have so much fun at BumbleBash 5. I don't know anything about gaming, but this has already gotten me pumped up for it. For the latest information, you can visit the website you see right there on your screen, bumblebash.com. Stay with us. We'll be back with more Let's Chat coming up right after this.